Hey Eastview, hope you're having a wonderful start to quarter two.
I'm sure it's nice to take a breath after a grueling week of finals.
However, the beginning of quarter two has been a rainy one.
That might be known all too well to the students that make the long trudge across the loser lot field.
Do you think they should invest in a parking pass, Joe?
Yeah, I'm not sure, but it certainly is a lot of money.
Me either, but I know someone who does. Christina dug deeper into Eastview's parking situation.
I think they're overpriced. A lot of people think they're overpriced.
I think parking passes are too expensive.
So at Eastview, it's $120 per semester or twice a year, so it's $240. And at the other high schools that are on trimesters, they pay $80 per trimester or 80 times 3, which is also $240.
$120 gives you one of these for one semester. Is the lot worth it to you?
Since Eastview opened back in 1997, there has been a cost to students to park in the lot. You have to purchase a permit in order to park in the lots right here on our campus.
Since the price of parking passes are high, many students are wondering where this money goes.
So the money that we take in from the sale of parking permits goes directly to the district office. It's used to pay for all of the things that go along with maintaining our parking lots. That includes resurfacing the pavement, painting, signage, electricity and security, as well as plowing in the winter.
Signing off for the Flash, this is Christina.
Yeah. Some students take the bus, some students drive to school, some hitch a ride with their parents. Here's the next story.
We all know that feeling when we find out that teachers have a life outside of school. Well, for a select few, that happens way sooner than for others.
Sometimes I wake up in the morning and I walk downstairs and the principal is eating breakfast in my kitchen.
Sometimes look outside my window, I see Mr. Miller just getting ready to go for a run.
But in all reality, living with a teacher or administrator might not be that different, and there are even a few perks.
It's Saturday night, gotten really nothing going on, 10:30. I'll come in and shoot some hoops, you know.
I meet a lot of good people that I still have connections with today at Rosemont High School and at other schools my dad has worked at. So it's just an awesome experience.
All in all, the relationship between the parent and the child when the parent works at the school is simple yet complex.
Early on in my freshman years, I didn't really acknowledge him at all, but now I'm beginning to mature a bit and I'll say hey.
I usually stop in here once in a while to visit Dr. P.
Anytime I needed money, I knew I had someone with a wallet in the school for me to ask.
Once in a while I'll throw in a Dr. P, but other than that I call him Dad.
And while there are so many great things about having a parent as an administrator or teacher, there are always going to be a few vexes as well.
And sometimes they would say things like, oh, I saw your dad today. And I was like, oh yeah, I did too, thanks.
Right when Dr. P comes on the speakers, you see everyone look to me and then I just kind of look at the speakers like, Dad?
Signing off for The Flash, this is Daniel.
Thank you, Dan. I'm sure those kids loved us pointing out that their parents work here one more time.
If you don't have any weekend plans already, Emma has discovered an activity that might pique your interest.
I know when I was in high school last century, it was a dance where females asked males to go to a dance.
Sadie's dates back to 1937 when a comic strip was made about a character named Sadie Hawkins, who was an unmarried woman with a rich father. Her father wanted her to marry, so he created Sadie Hawkins Day. Later, the day turned into a dance.
The dress is, you can either go old school and go flannel and jeans, or I think this year a lot of people are going with a twin idea.
We were planning on going as a wrestler and a manager. He was going to wear sweatpants and a sweatshirt, tape his wrists, and then I was just going to wear like his warm-up jacket.
Eastview hasn't had a dance in many years due to low turnout, but Student Council has decided to bring back the tradition of Sadie Hawkins.
Found out, me and my friends got really excited so that we could try and do something really funny or artsy.
The Sadie Hawkins dance is coming up on Saturday, November 21st. It's from 8 to 11, it's in the Commons, it's really pretty cheap. It's $6 or $5 with a canned good.
So hustle out and buy your tickets, Eastview. Signing off for The Flash, this is Emma.
Smell that?
Yeah, I heard you didn't put any deodorant on today.
No, I was talking about the cheap pumpkin-scented candles.
Oh, that's right. Thanksgiving is next week.
Indeed, and you know what that means, Eastview. Turkey Bingo, your favorite game show, next Wednesday. It's guaranteed to stuffing you full of treats.
Don't forget, Joe, we need our desserts. Credits are coming your way.
Welcome back to Between Two Ferns. I'm your host, Mike Tomlinson. We are continuing in our series of interviewing the most influential educators in the building, cream of the crop, as it were. What do you mean she can't make it? Who do we have? Okay, well, I guess today we have with us math teacher, Mr. Laufenberg.
It's Laufenberg.
Some people say that you look like some rather famous celebrities. Can you look into that camera there, and we'll show the audience. And I think they're going to agree that the similarities are quite remarkable. Just sit there and smile, and open your mouth a little more, and there you go. Can hear them leaving their rooms now. All right, you recently took over for the wildly popular Bill Henry at Pep Fest. When you are up there stumbling through the school song, can you hear people chanting "Bring Back Bill"? Or do you pretty much have to shut them out? Although I suppose the administrators aren't that loud with all the students in there. Now, we're kind of running to the end here. I'm sure they don't want to see much more of you. Anyway, but you do some impersonations. What are some of your most requested ones?
I do a pretty good Chad impersonation.
You kids got some place to be? It's 3 o'clock. Better be with a teacher or an activity, or I'm going to come over there, I might eat you.
Yeah, you might not want him to see this. How about a competent David Laufenberg?
That's just mean. Do I have to put up? Do I have to put up with this? Is it? I'm free to go. All right. Thanks, I guess.
Well, that's 2 in a row that have left that way, I guess. Okay, well, thank you for joining us on Between Two Ferns. We'll see you next time.